Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Just Bree coming at you with another video. Feel free to hit the like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning into my channel. So, I wanted to do a reaction um to a Kendra G joint. Um Unfortunately she didn't make this a what do you call it? A single or whatever you call it. So, I had to dig for this one because I actually saw this on somebody else's channel. So I had to go searching because it was titled something about 4 kids, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is my honest raw reaction, and we'll just get into it, and I'll, you know, give my opinion. All right, let's go.
What's your name, honey? Is it
I go
Chrissy?
by Chrissy.
Chrissy, where you calling me from?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago's in the building. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, Chrissy started off with the Kendra cam, honey. She said, "I'm gonna show this body."
Oh,
I
that's
saw
the
my
age.
friend. Yeah, I saw that my friend had came on here, so I'm like, I'm gonna try it.
So you're 24. Okay, when's your birthday?
May 28th. I'm a Gemini.
Okay, get situated, honey. Why'd you move the phone? What's going on?
Cause I wanted to make sure I got some good light
Oh,
for
okay.
you.
All right. This is Chrissy, 24, Gemini. You have any children?
Yes, I do. I have three.
3 kids. How old are your kids?
5, 5, 2, and 7 months.
Are they all by the same man?
No,
Why are you not with the man you had a baby with 7 months ago?
toxic.
Why are you not with the man? Is the 7 month? How many children dads?
3.
Why are you not with the 2-year-old dad?
Toxic.
Why are you not with the 5-year-old dad?
He's a hoe, so toxic.
Well, do you think you might be toxic, Kate, Chrissy?
I could be. I could be, but I feel like
So it's all them, not her.
I feel like I attract men that's like under me.
Not under her. Hell nah. First of all, bitch, you only 24. You need to be dating up at least 10 years. So, what do you mean you attract men under you? And after the first one, didn't you figure it out, bitch? After the first one?
If that makes sense.
Explain it. How
No.
are these men under you?
No.
Um, they become leeches, basically.
What the fuck do you have that they gonna leech off of? Shit, at this point with 3 kids.
So you mean under you as in finances?
Yes, to a certain extent, yes.
So all 3 men you made more money than?
Two out of three, yes.
So one of them you made more money than.
No, two out of three I made more money than.
So one of them made more money than you.
Yes.
And which baby daddy was that?
Second.
The second. And why? And that was toxic, you said. And tell me in what ways were these men toxic?
Well, the first one, he lied, he cheated, never had time for the family. We was actually engaged at one point in time. The second one, very secretive.
Engaged without a ring? Did he get down on one knee and propose in front of your friends and family, bitch?
It wasn't even, we wasn't even really like in a
It's a rest in peace, Kevin.
relationship. It was like we was talking, and then it's like he kind of like
They said, "Girl, you gonna be with be toxic with the fourth baby daddy." So baby 1, 2, and 3, baby daddy 1, 2, and 3 toxic. So she working on toxic baby number 4.
led it on to like make it seem like we was in a relationship, and then we didn't get that far basically.
What?
So he was like he became to be like a user, and then the third
What
one
did he use?
that was just really toxic. I just feel like we was just too much alike that we clashed. If that makes sense.
No.
So, I mean, they're saying it in the comments, and I have said this time and time again too, that I do believe you are who you attract, like law of attraction. So are you making any changes yourself? Like what do you think you're doing to attract these kind of guys?
I don't know. I have noticed that like a lot of the guys that have been attracting
So
lately.
she just gonna keep on having baby after baby by every man that she meet? Like what the fuck?
they don't want like commitment, and maybe that's
Well, goddamn, why would they give you a commitment if you gonna get them the baby first? And they probably living with you and everything else. Why? Why would they give commitment? She's very slow. She doesn't feel highly of herself, so she acts. So very slow.
because I'm afraid of commitment, but I want commitment. If that makes sense.
No.
You're afraid of commitment?
How
Yeah,
you afraid of commitment with 3 kids? this this is insanity. Insanity.
I'm
Uh oh.
hurt, but I want commitment.
Okay. We're starting to have a little bit of Wi-Fi issues, and that makes me really nervous. So let me kind of move forward with you. All right, Chrissy, what do you do for a living?
I'm a production worker and I'm an entrepreneur.
Production worker,
An
an entrepreneur.
entrepreneur of what?
What do you do as an entrepreneur?
I'm a tarot reader.
Tarot
You're a
reader.
tarot reader?
Lord
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Okay. That's like a psychic, right?
Yes.
Okay. You've always been a psychic?
I started this for about 2 years now, so since I was pregnant with my second son. But yes, I always had the gift.
So
She
why
always had. She said she always had the gift.
didn't you read the men you was dating before you had babies by them, or you wanted to have these kids?
So
Oh
I
hell
didn't
no!
start.
Wait a minute. Say time out. Time out. Kendra. Kendra said, "Why you can't read the men that you date, bitch?" Lord, let's hear. Let's hear answer this one.
Doing this with the first one. I started after I was pregnant with the second one, so the second one wasn't around, and then the third one, I didn't really like to like read him because like we was in a relationship, so I didn't want to sabotage it. If that makes
What?
sense, because you know when you do tarot, the energy can change.
Right. Do me a favor, Chrissy. Come closer to the phone because the
No,
Wi-Fi is making me nervous, and I don't
Kendra.
want to end you, but I want to make sure. So I'm gonna move fast with you. So what kind of man are you looking for now, Chrissy?
Oh, I wrote it down. I want somebody that can accept my spirituality. Because a lot of men don't. I want somebody that can accept my flaws. I
What
want
is your
someone.
spirituality?
Tarot reading is spirituality.
What is your spirit? Is it a certain religion or just spirituality?
No, that's the thing. I don't have a religion. I believe in God and Jesus, but I'm just spiritual. I don't choose to pick a religion. If that makes sense.
Okay, honey.
I'm just like
Right.
more into like energies and stuff. But I do believe in God and Jesus. I want someone who I can learn from, but
So.
someone I can also teach as well. I want someone who's good with kids. I want somebody that's ambitious, that's intelligent.
Somebody said you need you. Not being a reader and believing in God and Jesus. I can't take it.
They can be able to have a conversation. Someone who's book smart, but also street smart. Someone who's direct, emotionally available, can communicate.
Emotionally
Yeah,
available.
basically.
What's some deal breakers for you?
Liars, cheaters, have no goals. Someone that's very mean. Because whatever you give me, I'm gonna give you. Someone that's selfish and also arrogant.
Okay. Can you have kids?
Yes.
Do you want more kids?
If we get married, then that's fine.
You want to get married
She
one
gotta
day?
get married. Are you fucking kidding me? Now she listen, sis, you could get a man. You gonna get a man. Somebody gonna impregnate your ass again. That's guaranteed.
Yes.
What would you say to the guy that would say, "Why didn't you think about marriage before you had your 3 children?"
Well, I thought about marriage with the first one, but if the person is not at home with his family, how can we get married if you can't even do it while we engage? Because we was engaged, me and the first one. Like I said, the second one we wasn't really there, so that doesn't count. And then the third one, that was a thought, but we clashed too much.
And again, I mean, not to mention looking for a man with 3 little kids. I believe she said the oldest can't be no more than 5. 5 on down in 7 months. Now, granted, I don't believe all men are, out to harm. I ain't gonna say the word. but out to harm you or anything like that. But to me, it's just too risky with little babies like that. Now, granted, my mother found her husband when I was an infant. I don't even before I was 1 year. By the time I was 1 years old, she hadn't met and married my father, her husband, and thank God that I mean, child, I don't know what to say. Woo! It's just, child, that was I don't know. I just don't know.
Okay. All right. Donique is paying for these questions tonight, child. That's the second
Uh
question he
oh.
paid for me to ask you. Donique Anthony said to ask you, what will the
What does the
man
man
get
get?
by
I know
being
that's
with you?
right. Yeah,
What
what
will
do
he
he
get?
get with
He will
three
get
kids that
support.
ain't his?
He will get someone who's caring. I also wrote that down too. He will get somebody that's caring, loving, loyal, truthful, attentive, independent.
How
So
you
I
gonna be
I
attentive with
don't
three little
need
kids? Listen, at the end of the day, with three little kids, three of them, and a man that's not the kid's father, and you have to pay it. I mean, hell, one little one is a lot. Not to mention, if you even when you with the men, sometimes the men get jealous of their own damn kids. So then you go out there and get you a whole other man that ain't even damn one of the kids' father, and now he got to compete or not compete, but he got to, well, maybe it is compete with your time with your babies. Oh, what the hell? This is some bullshit.
you. I want you, but I don't need you. Someone who's goal driven, someone who can cook. I'm basically I feel like I'm that ideal person. Yes, I still have stuff I need to
Oh
work on,
my
but I
god.
don't feel like I'm bad though.
No, she didn't say the
Okay.
idea
You
person.
said the guy can't have kids, right?
No, he can. He can.
Yeah. You want him in Chicago?
Yes. I mean, he could be
Basically
like
nothing.
outside of Chicago too, as long as he's able to come towards me. But yeah.
Okay. What's the age range you want to date? You're 24.
Um, 28 to about 36.
28 to 36. Okay. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
Um, I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
God damn. She done had three kids. I mean, it don't look like she wearing a bra. So the titties ain't that saggy, but three kids? Come on, man. He don't even get the perky titties and the empty womb. I mean, or the virgin womb. He coming in with three of your girl.
He could be like tall. I usually like them chocolate. Dress nice, smell good. Nothing really too out of the ordinary, if that makes sense.
Okay.
No one that's like too big. Like you can have like a little belly. I like a little belly, but nothing too big.
Nothing too big. All right. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I prefer at least 60K and up.
Okay. Now you
Girl.
have young children. You have a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 7-month-old child. So what role would you want the new guy to play in your kid's life?
Just
Don't
not a father figure right
don't
now. Just
even. What do you mean not a father figure? What the fuck else is he supposed to do with three little kids running around that ain't his? What you want him to do? Ignore the kids or just call you every time the kids? It's the issue with the kids. He can't say nothing. Girl,
a male figure. Just a male figure, basically. I mean, because all of them they see their dad, so I don't really need a father figure. But like
a
once we get
figure.
serious and
You
if we
can't even
choose
say
to marry
figure.
each other, then you can play that fatherly role. But just masculine
he gets to
figure in
play
their
the
life.
role. He gets to play the role. He get to play the role, pay the bills, got to feed him. Like Kevin Samuel said, he bring home a bag of chips, bitch, and all the little crumb snatchers. That's 75% of the chips right there. And then what? Because they gonna be looking at him in his face for his bag of chips. And it ain't his child that he got to share them with. So 75% of that bag of chips is already gone, bitch. But you don't want him to be to play a role. I mean, he girl, I can't.
Okay. All right, you've been doing it all night. Give us the Kendra cam because you've been standing up. So we pretty much already have it. Okay.
Father
Ooh,
figure.
we see you.
Girl, don't show that body
All
on
right. What
camera.
was your last relationship? Was it your child's father that you had a baby with 7 months ago?
Yes.
I hope
Okay.
so.
You don't got to answer this question, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Can I choose not to answer
You,
that?
you can skip it. That's why I say you don't have to answer it. All right. Why do you think you're single, Chris?
She got 3 babies. No wonder why she trying to show that body off. She want a sugar daddy. That's what she want. She like shit. See this body.
Chrissy?
um, I feel like I'm. Okay, how can I say? Some people say I'm hard to deal with. I don't feel like I'm hard to deal with. I feel like I know what I want.
Girl, she need to read these comments, every single last one of them, the mean ones, the not so mean, and the enablers, child, because this is a mess.
And men choose to not give me what I'm looking for. So I feel like if I see that I can't get it out of you, I don't want to talk to you no more. Because it's either you're gonna give it to me, because I'm very straightforward.
Miss Deanna, clearly, she's definitely not done. Okay, I'm gonna read your comments. She's not done. There are men that date women with kids. She has a lot of work to do, but she's not done just because she has kids. Sis, that ain't it. That's not it. But okay, if that's what you want to say. But let's be very clear. The kind of man that she more than likely, now listen, she could find, okay, maybe she may get a man that that could be willing to give her and her children the world. Let's just say, okay. How likely is that? I wouldn't bet my life on it, bitch. But she gonna get a man, all right. That's not even the issue. But the kind and caliber of man, that's the issue. And then the man has to put up with the fact that he can't, you know, he may not be able to discipline the kids. She already come for 3 toxic relationships, which means that 9 times out of 10 she was just as toxic. So she can get a man, Deanna. That's not the issue. But is she gonna end up another baby mama? More than likely, yes. Will she ever get wiped up? Doubt it. Okay. Is there a possibility? Maybe. Okay. 10, 15% chance that she'll get married? Maybe. But I wouldn't want to live my life with odds like that, sis. At 24, bitch, but whatever. I mean, the kid's already here. You can't do nothing about that.
But tell you what I want at the door. If you can't give it to me, then there's no point of us talking.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you? I think we already answered that question though.
Basically, all those supportive, loving, loyal, truthful, attentive, ambitious, independent, goal driven. I could cook, clean. I could do all that.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Give them your how you want them to reach out to you.
My Instagram
Okay, and what is your Instagram?
is such_beauty.
Such spell it out for me, honey.
SUCH with the underscore BEAUTY.
Such_beauty. Let me see if I can find you real quick while you still up here. such underscore beauty.
I didn't know I was gonna be this nervous. Like my legs are literally shaking.
This you right here?
Yes.
Okay, so this is her.
Next.
Such underscore beauty. Such underscore beauty. All right, girlfriend. Well, keep me posted how it goes. She's in Chicago. What do you do again for a living?
I'm going
Hello?
on my website right now.
What do you do again for a living?
I'm a tarot reader, and everyone is going on my website right now.
Well, yeah. Is it in your bio?
I think.
Okay, well that's probably why. All right. She's entrepreneur, 3 children, a Gemini. She'll date 28 to 36. All right, keep me posted how it goes, baby.
Thank you.
Bye, boo. All right, let's get a guy. Hello.
What up?
Hey, have you been here before?
Nope.
Okay, what's your name, babe? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna remove that. Did it get removed? I don't want to. I felt like the Wi-Fi. We've been doing good tonight, so I can't take no chances. We're almost at the hour mark. I want to say this. Make sure you guys are following the page on YouTube. We're trying to get YouTube to 100K. We're very, very close. Let me see. Did it remove him? I removed him. Okay, yeah. His Wi-Fi was acting up, so I can't play with that because y'all know how we are over here.
Fair use.
Fuck.
Hello? Are you ready?
Okay, I don't
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
Wi-Fi.
What the hell is going on? Kendra and this
Birthday.
October 24th. I'm a Scorpio.
A Scorpio. This is Asia. What part of Georgia again?
Valdosta.
I'm going to say Georgia, honey. Georgia, 30, a 7-year-old son, supervisor at the post office. Scorpio. What kind of man you looking for, honey?
A life partner, someone that understands that I'm strong by force, not by choice. Someone that knows how to communicate, and I don't mean aggressively communicate, but communicate in a healthy manner. That understands the little white lies pisses me off. I'd rather you be honest and transparent. Someone that enjoys the finer things in life, like small things matter. I'm a small things matter type of girl. I would get lost on purpose just to explore.
Just to explore, you get lost?
Huh?
You said you get lost on purpose?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
I am a profit high, spend low type of person. So I make good money, but I'm not financially irresponsible, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't like to spend a lot of money and don't have a lot of money. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. What's some deal breakers for you?
Woo! Emotional maturity. Someone that's a bum, and I don't mean only financially, I mean mentally, psychologically got a struggle mentality. Someone that's flashy but real life broke, that don't have medical insurance, life insurance, things like that.
So listen, I'm gonna go fast with you because your Wi-Fi keeps kind of freezing. So that
Yeah, I'm gonna skip her too, y'all. Sorry about that.
we can't hear you, baby.
I'm on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can't see your face. Oh yeah. Hi, you gonna look at us? The camera somewhere else? Oh, what? You ready?
Can you?
Yes. You ready, baby?
Look,
What's
I thought
your
the
name,
show was
honey?
over. Kiara.
No, I'm gonna keep going because our Wi-Fi is working. So I'm gonna try to go as long as I don't fall asleep. So we're gonna go a little bit longer. What's your name, honey?
I'm Kiara.
Kiara, where you calling me from? Your first time here?
Is that a baby?
First time here, I saw your show like a week ago, and I've been trying to join. But I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota. Is that a baby in the background here?
That's my baby. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I thought I heard a baby. Lord.
Okay, you have how many kids do you have?
I have 4 babies.
What? Here we go with that bullshit. Here we go with that bullshit.
4 babies. How old are your children?
This is 4 babies.
Turn my
in a
ring
day.
light on. Hold on.
This is crazy.
Okay.
This is crazy.
In the meantime, you guys subscribe to the YouTube page, like the page, share the page.
She done put Kendra on hold, child. Why the kids not in bed, sleep somewhere? This raggedy bitch.
Tell your people about the page.
Okay,
All that good stuff.
is that better? Or does it matter? It don't make much of a difference. But yeah, my babies are, my oldest is 9, and I have an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
Are they all by the same man?
No, I have 3 different dads.
3 different dads. Why you not with the baby dad that you had 3 years ago?
Him and I divorced in 2020.
Uh-oh, she got married at least. And the first one, Kendra forgot to ask the first one, how the hell you got kids back to back like that by different men? What the fuck? Like, ew.
Oh, you was married. Is he also the father of the 4-year-old too?
He's the 3 and 4-year-old's dad, yeah.
Okay. How many years were you guys married for?
2 years.
2 years? And you say you got divorced when?
2020.
So she got a 9-year-old and an 8-year-old by 2 different men, a year a fucking apart, and then a 3 and a 4-year-old by a husband. Ooh, child.
Why? You don't have to answer, but I'm nosy.
He's a great guy, honestly, but we were not compatible.
Okay.
He just not my wave. I'm not his wave.
Oh, not the wave.
I'm more adventurous, and he's kind of more.
So y'all couldn't figure that out before y'all had 2 kids? Jesus.
Not adventurous, if that makes sense. We just weren't compatible. We probably were one of those people where we should have stayed on the friendship aspect of things.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to. It didn't work.
All right. So this is
Okay, let me just say she got beautiful teeth and a beautiful smile. But honey child, that wig got to go.
Kiera, right?
Kiera, yeah.
Minnesota. How old are you?
28.
28. What do you do for a living?
I am a private accountant.
Private accountant.
Private accountant.
When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
I'm a Sagittarius. My birthday is December 18th.
Okay.
They said this is irresponsible. They said he was responsible, you mean? Y'all busting it wide open. Hopefully you get another opportunity to marry before kids is tough. Wow.
So this is Kiera, Minnesota, 28 years old, has 4 children. Is a private accountant?
Yes.
Private accountant is a Sagittarius. What kind of man are you looking for?
I am seeking a single dad, someone who's monogamous, is considerate, compassionate, patient, and knows what he wants out of life. I don't want to get in a situation where I'm dealing with someone who's kind of just like playing the field and dipping and dabbing into different women. So someone for sure who knows.
Y'all asking who filed for divorce and who and y'all not compatible, or was you a disciplinary problem? Shit, she just said they wasn't each other's wave. Don't you understand? It was about the wave. These girls ain't trying to stick it out for no marriage, for no long haul. Are you fucking kidding me? Shit, it's a wonder she got married after having 2 kids back to back by 2 different men. The hell? Somebody said, who letting you watch their money cap? Child.
Knows what he wants.
She an accountant, but she got 4 kids by 3 different men. Girl, you need to be accounting for your own money because you ain't gonna have none.
You said a single dad, so you want him to have children for sure.
Yes, because I don't want more children. Okay. So he needs to have his own kids, and he needs to not want any more kids in the future. So we can avoid that red up front.
Okay. What's the age range you want to date?
Between 35 and 47.
Between 35 and 47. Does he have to be in Minnesota?
He doesn't have to be in Minnesota, but he does have to be mindful of the fact that I have younger kids and I'm co-parenting. So my ability to move is lack thereof.
Okay. How is your relationship with your 3 children's dads? Is there any drama?
So my first child, his dad is deceased, so there's no co-parenting aspect there.
My condolences. I've been told I shouldn't say sorry to hear that.
I saw that, Shana.
My condolences.
Thank you. My second child, her dad and I, we are not on the best of terms, but we do what we have to do. My third kid's dad and I, we are solid. We're 100% good. Like,
that's your ex-husband, right?
That's the ex-husband. Yeah, I love him. We do good. We don't have any issues when it comes to the kids or anything for that matter.
So she's got all this love and admiration for this man that she just couldn't make it work with 2 kids. Girl, boo, you ain't gonna make it work with nobody else.
We're good.
Okay. Kira, does the new
unless they do it on your terms. That's how a lot of these women are. You have to be what they want. I mean, well, obviously you got to be what somebody wants, but child. All right.
You guy have to look a certain way?
He does. I like chocolate men. He has to be. I love chocolate man. He has to be taller than me when I put heels on. I'm 5'4" and I tend to wear 4-inch heels, so he needs to be
over 5'8".
Yeah, at least 5'9". 5'10" is preferable. But yeah, I don't want to be taller than him when I put my heels on. So
okay, all right. Does he have to look a certain way? Besides that, does he got to make a certain amount of money?
They said private account means she doesn't pass her taxes. Well, what church she go to? Cause I definitely don't want to go there.
Certain amount of money, yes. $65K to start at a very minimum. Given the times, I don't want to be in a position where I feel like I have to loan anyone any money. I don't want to do that. So if he's not able to afford his own lifestyle, that's going to be a problem for me. Given that I only date single dads, he should have kids that he's supporting also. So $65K has to be about the minimum for that.
$65K and up. All right, Kira, give us the Kendra cam. Time to see your full body.
Okay.
Agreed. Chris Lowe said she needs to figure it out and get back with her ex-husband. I mean, honestly, but they don't want to hear that shit.
I am on my laptop, so I'm gonna.
And exactly, don't tell the next man you love your ex. When she said that, I was like,
try to.
Mackenzie want to know why y'all bashing the girl. Because they always bash everybody. It ain't just her. Shut up.
We see you, boo. I like that time. All right, Kira, what was your last relationship?
My last relationship was with my ex-husband. We divorced in.
Everybody got a gang of babies tonight. 65K in a relationship. Quandra Brown said, y'all be killing me. Y'all just be assuming these people don't love themselves. Well, listen, Sister Quandra, we all have some work that we have to do on ourselves, sis. But it also boils down to decision making. And you come on here on a national platform telling your business, you gonna get some opinions.
2020, but we broke up. I want to say about 6 months before that, so I haven't been in an active relationship in about 3 years, I'll say.
Okay. And you don't gotta answer this question, but I'm gonna ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last time I was intimate with someone was about a month and a half ago.
Okay. Is that person an option?
He was, but no. For me, he's an option. For him, I'm not an option for him, if that makes sense. So no.
For you,
He's
so
an
you would
option
like.
for me, but I'm not an option for him.
Why are you not an option for him?
He is a non-monogamous person, so we kind of clash heads on that aspect of things. But yeah, if he were monogamous, yeah, he would be a person for me.
Okay. All right. So Kiera, this is Kiera, Minnesota, 4 babies, 35 to 47 is what she would date, 28 years old, a private accountant, and a Sagittarius. Why do you think you're single?
I think I'm single, honestly, because of my weight, potentially. I'm overweight, so you add that with having 4 kids and people don't like that. Outside of that, I don't know, honestly. I I would just chalk it up to the fact that I'm not meeting people. Like I'm not making myself available enough to meet people, I guess. Um, I don't know outside of that.
Do you have music in the background? Can you turn it off?
Yes, Alexa off.
Yeah. I don't want my page to get flagged because of the music.
You're good.
Yeah. I have to give her. I mean, I gotta give her a little kudos. 'Cause she must be watching something. 'Cause she talked about that weight, child. But no, honey. I think it had more to do with your attitude. Um, and the kind of caliber of man that you are looking for. Um, I mean, if you're what kind of woman that wants a man who's a leader, you're gonna have to conform. You're gonna have to submit in some regard. Um, but kudos to her for acknowledging her weight and acknowledging, the reality that yeah, you have 4 kids. Because a man, what women don't understand, and I don't understand why y'all don't understand. A man, I would not suggest. Okay, if I have sons, brother, I got sons, brothers, nieces, nephews. I mean nephews. A man has to deal with this woman and her 4 kids. Okay, if he's gonna come into her life, he has to be in all fucking in. And if he gets there, and then he has to take a back seat to um how these children are disciplined. Um, he can't just, you know, uh, obviously he can't come in there cracking the whip because they not his kids. Number one, number two, if he wanted to spank them, um, he can't do that. You know, and listen, at the end of the day, like spanking, I mean, obviously it's up to the parent. Um, I believe in it to a certain degree that, you have to, depending on what the child has done, you have to teach them that, um, depending on what they've done, they're going to need to understand that, listen, if I do this to such and such to somebody else, I'm going to get my ass kicked. I'm going to get the shit kicked out of me. Now, listen, you could let them do whatever, and then, hey, they'll get their ass kicked by somebody else. Shit. As opposed to maybe you having to whoop their ass. But and I rarely I whoop my kids a handful of times, and I wouldn't even call it whipping. I really didn't even whip them. Like my daughter, I smacked my daughter once when she was a teenager. She was about ninth grade, 10th grade, ninth grade. Smacked her once, and then I did have to. I had to. I had to get in that ass. Let me just say that. Um, Once more after that, but that was like, you know, like I said, the extreme of it. And then my son, I had to get in his ass a good time, last year. So, it's not like a man could just come in there if he need to and have that authority because those aren't his children. And I'm not saying he should want to come in there and be this ruler and this domineering figure, or should I say figure, but these children and their personalities, and then the fact, not to mention when um Kevin Samuels was talking to a lady one time about how you you don't know if her what if one of her if she's got a girl or the other girl has a daughter, and they grow up to and they become spiteful and decide, I don't like this nigga, I don't like how he talked to me, he said this, that, or whatever, you know I'm just gonna hit him with the ooh ah, like, oh, he put his hand, he touched me or he looked at me or whatever. So that's a risk that these men gonna have to take. It ain't all about, well, she's a good woman, and so what, she got kids. Women got kids, they can get married. Bitch, that is not all that you have to factor into the equation. And I'm so sick of y'all bitches out here talking like that. Because y'all not thinking about the men. That's gonna have to take on this mess. You gotta take on all these kids and these personalities and attitudes and you know, and not to mention who moving in with who, bitch. Because a man that moves in with a woman, to me, no respect, none whatsoever, unless it's got to be exceptional, circumstance where you know what I'm saying. He just like, you know what? I don't own my house. I'm living in an apartment, but I got money, but I just, I'm frugal with it, or I'm just, I'm tight like that to where I just didn't want to spend a lot of money on a home, and it's just me, whatever, or me and I, whatever. But I just don't believe men should move in with women. um Unless under except for a few exceptions. So anyway, on that note, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, child. Let me just see if there's a couple of comments in the comment section. I know I was reading the chat, but oh, a young gardener says free stream. I think Kendra should have shows for different kinds of singles. Example: single show for professionals, single for dating with kids, for dating. Girl, well then you start your own show. Um, Mark Edgerson says Kendra definitely gets the pride of the dating market. Child, y'all need to have a whole. This show need to be called Tales from the Hood. Jen says Chrissy claims to predict the future but couldn't save herself from 3 toxic baby daddies. Divorce is never the way out. My wife and I have been having issues. Before I sort out help from a spiritual advisor, I wasn't going to let my marriage of 18 years crash. And see, that's another thing. Like, she didn't mention nothing about abuse or cheating. She just said they wasn't each other's vibe. Bitch, y'all got 2 kids. Y'all better get together and figure that shit out. That's what you better do. I mean, I'm just talking because she ain't got to do shit. But, uh, you know, divorce is so um easily accessible. And, you know, I mean, it's just too easily accessible. You say you want a divorce, you just go get a fucking divorce. Hey, so what? We got 2 kids. He ain't hit me. He ain't abused me. He not abusive. We just ain't the wave. Child, it's sad. It's really sad because he sounds like she's like, I love him. We co-parent well. There's nothing stopping them from getting back together. Like,